There is a war happening inside Trackhouse Racing, and nobody is talking about it. While the cameras point at Connor Zilisch hoisting trophies, a Kiwi legend is quietly being buried in second-tier equipment, second-tier strategy, and second-tier expectations. 5 wins in 2025, 12th in the final standings, 3-time Australian Supercars champion, the man who walked into the Chicago Street Course in 2023 and embarrassed the entire Cup Series garage on debut. And yet, according to whispers circulating through the Concord, North Carolina garage area, Rick Hendrick has reportedly placed a quiet, devastating ultimatum on the table. 1 phone call, 1 contract, 1 last shot at a Cup championship for Shane van Gisbergen. Tonight we decode it. When Justin Marks unveiled Project 91, Trackhouse's international superstar program, the racing world called it visionary. The plan was simple: import the best non-NASCAR talent on Earth and let them embarrass the establishment. Shane van Gisbergen was Exhibit A. The plan worked. Struth did it work. Chicago 2023, pole position and victory in his debut, the first driver since 1963 to win on debut. But fast forward to the final standings of 2025, and the dream has rotted from the inside. SVG won 5 Cup races in his rookie season, all 5 Mexico City, Chicago, Sonoma, Watkins Glen, and the Charlotte Roval were road or street courses. Now look at the other 31 races, the ovals, the places where championships are actually decided. Through the first 6 oval races of 2025, SVG's average finish was a brutal 31.2. NASCAR's own driver rating system ranked him 33rd out of 36 full-time drivers at one stage. NASCAR.com analysis only. Cole Custer and Cody Ware were running worse. Struth, this isn't a slump. This is a structural failure, and the question every fan in the comments keeps asking is the same one: why? Here is where the conspiracy stops being a conspiracy and starts being a spreadsheet. Trackhouse Racing is a customer of ECR Engines' Richard Childress's engine shop. They are not a Hendrick affiliate. They are not part of the Hendrick Motorsports Technical Alliance that gives smaller teams access to Hendrick's vaunted simulation data. Trackhouse builds its own setups. Trackhouse runs its own sim program, and in 2025, Trackhouse, by their own admission across multiple interviews, was a team at a crossroads. So here's the hidden stat nobody wants to highlight. In the back half of the season, after the team allegedly focused more on Ross Chastain's championship push, SVG's oval average finish improved to a still mediocre 22nd best oval finish of the entire year. 14th at the Coca-Cola 600. That's not equipment failure. That's not driver failure. That's a team that has run out of resources to fight on every front. And here's the kicker: the moment SVG dropped into JR Motorsports machinery in the Xfinity Series at Chicago, he won. First start, first win, the Hendrick-affiliated team. Coincidence? Cracking coincidence, if so. Now we have to talk about the elephant in the Trackhouse hauler. His name is Connor Zilisch, 19 years old, 9 Xfinity Series wins in 2025, regular season champion, runner-up for the title at Phoenix. And in November 2025, Trackhouse made the move every insider saw coming. Daniel Suarez, mutually parted ways, NASCAR.com. On Suarez, the vacant seat, handed to Zilisch. But here's the twist that should make every SVG fan's blood run cold. Zilisch is taking over the number 88, SVG's car number, from 2025. Van Gisbergen has been shuffled to the new number 97. In NASCAR, car numbers carry weight, sponsorship routes, engineering continuity, pit crew identity. When you move a driver out of his winning number, you are sending a message, and the message reads, the future of this team is the 19-year-old American kid, not the 36-year-old Kiwi. Now, and this is critical, SVG signed a multi-year contract extension with Trackhouse in August. Trackhouse press release: on paper, his seat is safe, but ask yourself, when a team is rationing engineering hours, simulation time, and tire data between three cars, who do you think gets the leftovers? The proven road course ace who'll deliver 3 wins a year? Or the American prodigy with sponsor lineups stretching to Daytona? Flat out, mate, the writing is on the wall. Now, the solution, and it is sitting 14 miles away from Trackhouse's shop, Hendrick Motorsports, 14 Cup championships, the most sophisticated oval program in the sport, the team that took Kyle Larson, a dirt track specialist, with similar oval question marks coming up, and turned him into a 2021 Cup champion in one season. Here is the hidden statistic that should keep Justin Marks awake at night. Every single Hendrick driver in 2025, Larson, William Byron, Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, finished inside the top 12 in points. SVG, with his 5 wins, finished 12th, the same position as the worst Hendrick driver. With 5 wins, read that again, 5 wins, and he's tied with Hendrick's floor. Why does this matter? Because Hendrick has a vacant lane. Chase Elliott is the road course king at HMS, but he's also their oval anchor. Imagine putting SVG into a Hendrick chassis, the same chassis that won the Coca-Cola 600, the Brickyard 400, and Bristol. Imagine SVG with Cliff Daniels' engineered race strategy. Imagine SVG with Hendrick simulation hours. You're not looking at a 22nd place oval driver anymore. You're looking at a top 10 oval driver who already dominates every road course on the schedule. That is a championship profile. So here is the ultimatum. Decoded. Industry insiders have been hinting at it for months that Rick Hendrick has long admired SVG's craft and that any future seat at HMS would have to open via attrition or expansion. The bombshell from reporter Jordan Bianchi this November that there were even sponsorship concerns threatening SVG's Trackhouse seat tells you the foundation isn't as solid as the press releases suggest. The ultimatum isn't a literal phone call. It's an inevitability. If SVG stays at Trackhouse beyond 2026, he becomes the 3rd priority behind Chastain and Zilisch. His road course wins will mask the oval rot for another year, maybe 2, and then he'll be 38, out of contract and out of options. But if Hendrick comes calling, and history says Rick Hendrick always calls when generational talent goes underutilized, SVG has one window. 1. To trade comfort at Trackhouse for the only oval program on earth that can turn him into a Cup champion. So we want to know, drop it in the comments right now. Are you Team Trackhouse, betting on loyalty and the multi-year extension to finally unlock SVG's oval potential? Or are you Team Hendrick, convinced that a Kiwi legend's only path to a Cup championship runs through Rick's shop in Concord? Smash that subscribe button if you want the next investigation, where we break down the secret Chevrolet meeting that allegedly took place after Phoenix. Because here's the final question that nobody at Trackhouse wants you to ask. If Shane van Gisbergen wins another road course in 2026 and Connor Zilisch finishes ahead of him in the standings anyway, who do you think Justin Marks calls first?